Okay, y'all. So this is day 2 of me trying to be consistent of my walks, which I'm not really going on a walk today. I'm just chilling in my backyard right now. I'm trying to get some air, let the sun kiss me. Y'all see the sun behind me, being all naturally and whatnot. I want to talk to y'all about jobs. And I know y'all probably tired of hearing me talk about the same thing with these jobs. But I got a little situation going on, and unfortunately, I feel like I may have to go back to work because I'm not where I want to be on YouTube just yet, or on all of my platforms. I'm monetized on everything except for YouTube, but on the other platforms, I'm really not making the bread like that. And then with TikTok, where I do make the money, I'm like, is it really worth me going hard, keep building my platform, trying to make the money, and then they just gonna take it away again? Like, I don't really know how I feel about that. It's kind of made me a little discouraged or whatever. So that's something I'm working on, but I'm trying to be consistent with YouTube because I know YouTube is not going anywhere. But the thing that I'm going through right now is that I may have to go back to work just to make ends meet until my content takes me where I know it's going to take me, where I know what God has for me is for me. I can feel it in my spirit. I feel it in my bone. I feel it in the tip of my toe, okay? I know it's for me. I just have to be more consistent, and that's what I'm working on. So back to the jobs. Now, the job that I'm going to, I'm not going to say no names, however, it's a job that I talked to y'all about before, when I was working at a job and I started having migraines that caused me to pass out. And then what they did was I asked them, because I don't want to say too much because then they're going to know I'm talking about them. And apparently with me talking about jobs online, they don't like that. So they keep letting me go every time I do that. So I'm trying to talk in code a little bit. So anywho, long story short, I was working for this job. I started having migraines that caused me to pass out, right? And at the time I was traveling with that job, but they did have an office that was close to my house. So I'm like, okay, can I just work at that office so that way I don't have to travel as much? And they was like, oh no, we can't let you do that. With your position, you have to travel. And I'm like, okay, so what am I supposed to do? Like, I even asked for a laptop for me to stay home, for me to still be able to do my work so I wouldn't get behind, because in that position, if you get behind on that workload, let's just say you cannot get behind at your workload, because people's health is at risk when you do so. So I was trying not to get behind. I was trying not to let the person I was working for down and stuff like that. And they was not taking it. They was like, listen, you can do FMLA. They give you 12 weeks. And the neurologist that I have, let me tell you something. I can never get to my appointment. Every time this lady make an appointment for me, she end up calling out of work. And I'm just like, why you keep making appointments if you're not going to show up? What is the purpose of me showing up if you're not going to show up? Like, my health is important to me. Is it important to you? Because, baby, you're never there. My appointments keep having to get canceled, rescheduled, as if I'm not taking off work to come here. Like, I got a life, too. Your life is not the only important life, and I need you to understand that, okay? Anywho, okay, so my neurologist actually when they put me out on leave, then they actually revoked my driving privileges. I'm not supposed to be behind the wheel of a car because at any minute I can pass out from a migraine. And if I'm doing it while I'm driving, it's not safe for me or other people on the road, right? So still to this day, I have not gotten approval from my doctor to get back on the road. But at the end of the day, I got to do what I got to do to pay bills. Like, once I lost that job. So anyway, they put me on 12 weeks leave for FMLA. Once my 12 weeks was up, they let me go, right? That hurt my feelings because this was a job that I really liked. I took really serious. I bust my behind for it. I went against my no overtime rule, because I have a rule about overtime. It's against my religion, okay? I don't do no overtime. I don't like overtime. I do not believe in overtime. Overtime is not for me, and I am not for overtime, okay? If you do overtime, that's for you and you only. I don't need you telling me what to do with my life, but baby, I don't like overtime. But I was doing overtime for this company. I was working Saturdays for this company when they asked me to. I was volunteering. I was training people as they came in. Mind you, I was training people that literally came in making more than me to do the same job I was doing. And I know most jobs tell you don't talk about pay, but they tell you don't talk about pay because they really be playing in y'all face. Like, if you're an employee that been there for a long time, you'll literally stay in your pay range, which that pay range might go with what the cost of living was 10 years ago. And then somebody new come in and they making way more than you, what you should be making. I still had to train those people, and I wasn't a trainer. I didn't get extra money for training. I didn't get nothing. I wasn't even certified to be a trainer, but I was doing it because I like my job and I like what I do, right? Right. So now they want me to come back, and I'm going to go back. And the crazy thing about they want me to come back, I'm coming back making more money than what I was making before, doing a lesser job. Ain't that crazy? And people like, oh, you should just be grateful. You should just be grateful. And I'm like, why am I going to be grateful to go bust my ass at a company that fired me the moment I got sick? Don't get me wrong. I got bills to pay and I'm in a bind, Nate. So I got to take the job right now. But it's still like, why would I be excited about that? That's like somebody punching me in the face. I'm sorry, y'all. It's planes and all type trucks, all type of stuff going on. But why would I be excited to sit next to somebody that punched me in my face? Does that analogy make sense? Because that's how I feel. I feel like you really like shitted on me and now you want me to come be butt buddies with you. That's crazy to me. I'm not going to be grateful for that. Like, I'm not going to be happy and excited and I'm not excited to go back. But I know the job is an easier job. It's not going to stress me out, and I'm just going to go do what I got to do to pay my bills. I really don't want no friends while I'm there. Yeah, some of my old coworkers still there, but I'm not making no friends. I don't need y'all knowing my business because I heard about everything everybody was saying about me when I was leaving. However, I said that to say this. We need to find a way to become financially free so that way we not going to these jobs out of desperation. A lot of us be working jobs because we have to pay bills. We got to make ends meet, groceries high. I get it. But while we at these jobs, we need to be coming up with a plan to have a side hustle and grow our businesses or whatever it is that you want to do in life so that way we don't have to stay at these jobs forever because these jobs do not care about us. I literally just saw something that said Coca-Cola called and reported their own employees. They reported them to ICE. These companies don't care about us. The moment we get sick, the moment our kids get sick, there's companies out here still not offering maternity leave. Like if I have a baby, I can't take time off to spend time with my baby. But then with the way everything going in 2025, I can't get rid of the baby. So it's like, what you want me to do? I can't spend time with my newborn after I have it, not paid. How am I supposed to make ends meet and keep up with my bills? It's just certain things that I just can't get with when it comes to a job. So I'm just going to stay consistent. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing with my YouTube. And hopefully it'll get me where it needs to go. I'm going to be dropping some tips and tricks on how to grow your platform. And these tips and tricks goes across all platforms because I just want to see all of us win. These jobs don't care about us. And there's no need to keep risking our health and all that stuff for people that don't care about us, essentially. Because they don't care. I don't care what job you work. These jobs nope, I'm not going to say that because it is some jobs that care. But a lot of these jobs don't care at all. A lot of these jobs be like, girl, bye. You sick? Girl, bye. You get a point. You need to go to the doctor? You get a point. Oh, your kid's sick? You get a point. Like, baby, what do you want us to do as parents? Like, and then a lot of these jobs not even paying enough for you to make ends meet for real. So now you got to work 2 and 3 jobs. And now that's putting wear and tear on your body, strain on your relationship because y'all don't never get to see each other, strain on your relationship with your kids because you don't get to see your kids, now the streets raising your kids. Like, it's just a whole vicious cycle that I'm not trying to stay in forever. So I'm going to do what I got to do for now. But I have a plan to not be there long. I don't want to be nowhere long. Now, with this video, I don't think I said anything wrong that'll make the company, take back the hire. However, my other mother, it's a long story, but listen, I got multiple parents, okay? We're not gonna talk about that. But my other mother, pretty much, she made a good point to me. She was like, well, if you were a company and you saw a person that worked for you talking online about how much they don't either like the company or don't like jobs in general, wouldn't that make you want to fire them? And I guess I'm just a different breed because that wouldn't make me want to fire them. If I saw an employee of mine online talking about how they have to work multiple jobs or everybody that work with them have to work multiple jobs just to make ends meet, my mindset would be like, you know what? Let me go crunch some numbers and figure out why my employees can't make ends meet. Why they have to work multiple jobs. Because this will explain to me why Keisha always late because she overslept. She overslept because she worked an overnight job. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't think companies think logically. They only think about funds. Like, they don't think logically. I would literally, as a business owner, I would be like, let me figure out what I can do to help my employees. Because when you are a good boss, you tend to have good employees that tend to stay for a long time. And people wonder why they turnover rates be so high. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but y'all, that's my TED Talk for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.